Good morning, good morning, good morning, my. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Maya. It sure is nice to see your face. Kiss, kiss. Good morning, y'all. It's Vlogmas Day 9, and I thought it would be the perfect day to teach y'all. I thought it would be the perfect day to teach y'all how I time block my day. When people ask me my #1 productivity tip, I tell them it's a combination of two things. Setting out my to-do list for every day of the week on Sunday. So by Sunday night, I know what I have to do every single day. And then the morning of that day, time blocking, scheduling out when I'm gonna do those specific activities throughout the day. So today I'm gonna show you kind of how I do that. As of about 3 weeks ago, when I started working out on my Peloton in the morning, that has become the first thing I do in the morning. So I wake up around 6:30. I'll do a warm up, a ride, a cool down, a stretch, and then I might do like a strength exercise or something like that in there. But I do that first thing in the morning because I don't know, it just helps me start my day with some me time, which is really important for me right now. And then the next thing I do after I shower, get all cleaned up, is I come wake up Maya. And so she wakes up earlier than Trey does. He is still asleep right now, or he might be up, but in his room playing. So I hang out with her until her first nap of the day. And then that's when I head off to do my work session of the morning. So I don't really time block my day until like breakfast time, when I finally sit down at my desk and am about to get to work. So that's when you'll see me start time blocking. Okay. In all colors, the red rooster crows cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay, so this is my chunk of the workday. Now, a lot of days I will have this whole chunk of time from like 9:15 to 12:55, but some days Mike will have a meeting in the middle of that period. So I'll come in for a brief time, watch the kids while he's in his meeting, and then I'll come back. That is one of those days. So when I start time blocking, you're gonna see me block around that chunk of time because that's not gonna be work time for me. So the first thing I do is I grab my planner, which y'all know I rock with, the Layered Living Planner from Her Space Co. In this planner on Sunday night, I write down my to-do list for every day of the week. And then in the morning of that day, I go to my to-do list for the particular day and I schedule out when I'm gonna do all of those things. So that's what you're gonna see me do right now. Okay, so I'm just in the notes app of my phone. I know there are a lot of videos on YouTube about how to time block using Google Calendar or how to time block using iCalendar, all these things. I don't really use electronic calendars. I prefer my physical planner. I do not complicate this process. So today is Tuesday, December 8th. Right now it's 9:18. So when I start my time block, I try to start it at a realistic time. Like I know that right now I'm time blocking, so I'm not gonna put 9:15 to start something. I'll put like 9:25. So from 9:25, I have to go relieve Mike right before 10. So that means I only have like a 35-minute period to get something done. So I'm gonna look at my to-do list and say, what can I get done in those 35 minutes? So from 9:25 to 9:55, I'm gonna reply to LinkedIn messages, and I'm gonna make a LinkedIn post. 10 to 10:30. I'll just block that out because I'm with the kids. I might not get done right at 10:30 because sometimes his meetings run over. So my next block of time is gonna be 10:45. In that bracket, I'm gonna put kids, breakfast. I try to schedule my meals as well, because if you don't schedule them and then you do them, it can kind of throw off the day. So yeah, at 10:45 then to 12:30, let's say, I have a blog and a video script that are due today, and I'm gonna finish those in that time period. And I also have to update that client on Q1 2021 plans. So I'm gonna include that as well. And actually, that might take me all the way up to 1 o'clock. So that's my whole morning. This is one thing that I've started doing during the pandemic too, is chunking the day, really blocking the day, kind of Jordan Page style, into different time periods. So I have my morning block, my lunch, or I call it afternoon block, and then my night block. My afternoon block lasts from about 1:05 to about 4. That's when the kids are either down for the nap or they're having quiet time, or like they're good on their own. So that's another time that I try to get stuff done. I need to go to the farmer's market, and I don't really time out this one. I just kind of play it by ear. At this point, I've been doing this since 2017. So I have a really good feel for how long things take me, to the point where I don't necessarily have to write out the times all the time. But if you're just starting, I do encourage you to write out the time that you are going to get these things done. And I'm also thinking about when I have the energy to do these things, right? Because I know that my night blocks are not good writing blocks for me. I need to do that in the morning because that's when I think better. My afternoon blocks, I try to spend doing things that are a little bit more relaxing, so I get some semblance of like relaxation in the middle of the day. So like if I need to go to the grocery store or run to Target or something like that, I do that in the afternoon block. So that is how I time block my day. Like I said, on a busier day, on a real day where we're not in a pandemic and I'm actually working during a specific time frame, I am following this process, like writing out these specific times, including meals, including breaks, and I'm doing that for the whole entire day. Alright, so this is a fun thing that can happen when time blocking. So I blocked off 9:25 to 9:55 to do some LinkedIn stuff. At 9:35, 10 minutes in, I finished that LinkedIn stuff. So I now have 20 extra minutes that I can use to do something else, which is amazing. So I'm going to check this right here so that I know I am done. I go in and I make sure that I cross it out on my to-do list, which I have. And then the nice thing about doing it in notes is I can edit it. So I'm gonna change 9:55 to, I'll say 9:35, because that's when I finished. And then I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna make a new segment from 9:40, because that's when I'll probably start this new block, to 10 o'clock. And actually I'll say 10 o'clock. And now I have to think of what I'm gonna do in this time block. So I'll do that for the next 20 minutes, and then that will relieve some of what I have to do this afternoon, which is exciting. So some people say that they don't like to-do lists or scheduling out their time because it's too prohibitive, it's too restrictive, and I completely disagree. I think that scheduling out my day allows me to be more flexible and more freely flexible, because when things come up that are not necessarily in my schedule, that doesn't mean that I can't do them. That doesn't mean that I don't have room for it. All I have to do is incorporate it and then take that time from somewhere else. So it actually makes me feel more comfortable to have this schedule, because if I do have to shift something around, I still have it organized in a way that makes me feel confident that I can still get done what I need to get done, because I know exactly what I have to move around, how much time I need to take away or give something else, or, you know, if I need to rearrange my whole day, I already have the structure to do that. I just have to move the pieces around. Whereas if I don't have a plan, if I don't have a schedule for my day, and in my head, I'm just thinking about these 5 or 6 things that I need to get done, and then somebody comes in with something urgent, then I'm like, oh crap, how am I gonna do all of that? I'm much more stressed out in that situation than if I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, I got it. Let me just switch my schedule around. So for me, it is much more freeing. I feel much more in control of my time when I am scheduling out my day. I feel much more able to adapt to the natural changes that happen throughout the day. What are you having for your snack today?
Raisins.
You having raisins?
Mm-hmm.
Are they good? Mm-hmm. Okay. What are you having for your snack today, Mama? Puffs? Can you say puffs? Wow.
No, I'm playing with no hit.
Mama, no hitting. We don't hit, you understand? You can play. You can play. Mama. We talked about the high point of time blocking. This is my point of annoyance regarding time blocking, is when something takes much longer than I expected it to take. I'm 30 minutes into what is supposed to be my blog and video script writing block. So I'm gonna power down the camera and get to work on that so that hopefully I can still finish by 1. That's super ambitious now, but we shall see. It is exactly, well, it was exactly 1 o'clock when I finished, but right now it's 1:04 and I just completed the blog, the video script, and the status update that I needed to send to the client, so we can check that off. We can cross it off of our to-do list, and I can begin the afternoon chunk of my time. So that includes going to the farmer's market, starting to edit this video that you're going to be watching right now. I need to braid my hair before I get to the farmer's market, and those are the major things. So it's going to be a chill-ish afternoon session. There are some other things that I need to do around the office so that I can prepare for the actual final transformation of the office that you'll be seeing in Vlogmas Day 11 and Vlogmas Day 13. And that's it. We get to move on. So I feel like a real sense of accomplishment, because even though unexpected things came into the schedule, I was still able to get everything done that I needed to get done this morning. And now we're gonna see how the afternoon goes. Hey y'all, so I did not actually end up vlogging in the farmer's market because I had my grocery list on my phone. I was listening to a podcast. It was a lot going on, but it is 3:30. And this little chunk of time is about to end in like 15 to 20 minutes. So I didn't get everything done that I needed to. because I wanted to go to the farmers market and I wanted to start editing this video, but the editing the video was kind of like a flexible thing. It was okay if that didn't happen. I did braid my hair, which I needed to do, so that was something else that I didn't put on my list that I did accomplish. So all in all, it was a good trip. I made it back with a little bit of time to spare. And the next chunk of time in my time blocking today is gonna be nighttime after Maya goes to bed. So I'll check back in with y'all then. It's the end of the day as I drink my Cabernet in my solo cup. I am preparing for my last call of the day, which you would have seen on my notes app to-do list. And after that, I will pretty much be done with my to-do list for the day. I will do some light editing on this video just so I can get started on it and won't have to do it all tomorrow. But that's how the time blocking works, y'all. And I like to front load my day as much as possible so that I don't have a whole bunch to do at night. But the beauty of time blocking is that you can structure it so that it works for you and your preferences and your schedule. So if you like to do work at 3 p.m., that's when you like start being productive. Then that's when you can make your blocks for the activities that require you to be productive. Me, I'm gonna do that in the morning when I can, and in times when Mike has working in the morning and I have to take care of the kids, I'm gonna make my time blocks at night. So hopefully this gives you an explanation of my easy time blocking approach. I don't do all the complicated stuff. I really just write out my to-do list in advance the Sunday before, and then the morning of I go in and I say what time I'm gonna do the things. And then I do them. That's also the key. Like, you also have to then follow the time blocks that you set in order for it to work. So if you have questions about it, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna hop on this meeting and I will see y'all for the next Vlogmas videos, which is gonna be the office transformation, which I spun you around really quickly as if there was something that I didn't want you to see. But the truth is, this office is only like 60% done right now. It is Tuesday, and by Sunday, when you are seeing part 2 of the video, the office is gonna be 98% transformed. So I have a lot of work to do. So hopefully y'all tune into that video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. One more thing, guys. I wanted to know, are y'all enjoying Vlogmas? This was something that, as I mentioned on my Instagram channel, is completely like outside of my normal type of content on the channel. So let me know how you've been enjoying it so far. If you have any other ideas, some of these ideas might have to wait until next year when I actually like maybe can do every day and like have a whole Christmas plan and stuff. But the pandemic is just, you know what I'm saying? So I hope you all are enjoying. Let me know in the comments how you're liking it so far.